Hello and welcome back, everyone. Sorry, Neil.
Hey.
It's always
Jesus.
when I host something, it comes. It's an instinct.
Yeah. No, it's fine. You're running the production. You should do the welcome back.
So welcome back, everybody, and to our second hour of Honorbound. So you fall.
So
Fimbo.
yeah, and Justin and I were just discussing that because of 5th edition, I should actually live. On average, I'll take about 70 damage, but I have to get to negative 46 to die.
Yes.
And if I'm at 46 already, it's unlikely that a 200-foot drop will actually kill me.
Let's see. So you fall down 200 feet, which is 10d6, if I remember, or 20d6.
26, because it's 1d6 per 10 feet.
Yes.
So I actually take damage. I don't wake up.
Do you actually take damage? And you fall and you break most likely a lot of bones, taking 74 points of damage, a lot of ones.
I break 0 bones.
Well,
There's nothing in the game about breaking bones.
Flavor
I just
text.
take damage.
Flavor text.
You're not dead.
So, splat.
Yeah. Ha splat. Marfer, you hear the same voice saying, "Well, that was not smart."
Alright. I start rapidly thinking of a way that I could possibly get down to him
You can jump too.
without dying.
What's your HP at?
I'm at full HP, but I'm gonna go unconscious.
Whatever. Then one of us will wake up.
Death
and
saving
stabilize
throw?
the other.
You
Death
just
saving
crit
throw?
your death saving throw. You'll be fine.
Pass.
Pass, okay. So continue on with the thinking, but I will make him take saving throws at barely about 30-40 seconds.
Not every 6 seconds.
I don't have anything on my
No,
spell
like
list
in real life.
that's gonna help. Maybe actually web. So if I cast web halfway down and jump into the web, and then
Do it.
yeah, I'm not gonna be able. I might as well just use my rope.
Oh, yeah. If you've got rope, why didn't you say so before I jumped?
Because that wouldn't.
Oh, the whole point of jumping was, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could have
also
jumped from a lower point.
I also told you not to jump.
I could have jumped from like 10 feet. I only needed a small fall.
Well, then why didn't you just jump up and down and jump out of the air in the room
saving
and try
throw?
and land on your head? I can't get
That's
down
not
there in
enough,
time.
man.
So
That's
either
not
you're gonna
enough.
stabilize from throws, or you're not
Nope,
gonna.
I
stabilize
use
from-
my reroll.
Lucky feet, okay, do it.
I use lucky feet.
Oh!
Wake up.
He's awake at 1 HP.
You wake up. Oh. And
Are you awake?
I'm okay.
No, you're not.
But not awake.
I'm awake and I'm okay. I get up and start walking around because none of my bones are broken. What do I see out here, Chucky?
So you look around and oh, wow, there is a colossal statue of a creature that seems to be a very muscled, human-like giant holding what seems to be a shattered glass dome around this city. Besides that, just stone buildings, mostly destroyed.
A big statue holding up a
A
shattered
colossal
dome that covers the city.
Statue, yes.
Okay, so we're talking like hundreds and hundreds of feet tall.
I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of feet tall, yes.
Why don't
You
we
want
see
me
that
to
from the
lower the
window?
rope so you can climb back up?
He saw just
Why
one
would
of
I
the
want to
feet.
come back up? What'd you say, Jeff?
I just said that he just saw one of the foot because you're basically the tower is like facing the other side.
Oh, okay.
You hear the voice saying to you, Martha, creatures roam down below. He hasn't died from the fall. He'll most likely die soon. If you'd only hear what I have to say before jumping out of windows.
Well, I mean, I didn't jump out the window. You can keep talking.
Well, if you can get your friend up here, I will tell you both what's happening.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna come back up. So the voice says there's monsters roaming around down there. You sure you don't want me to lower down a rope?
The voice also probably kidnapped us. Fuck them.
I mean, is it really kidnapping if technically our bodies are still in the same place and this is just a dream?
Mental kidnapping. Emotional kidnapping. This is like the worst.
Yeah,
moment
so
I've
he has
ever
a
had.
point. Even if in theory you're trying to do good, aren't you being somewhat unethical?
I am. I would try.
He
Isn't that our motto?
He acknowledges that. And honestly, don't we do that sometimes? I mean, isn't it kind of hypocritical to hold that against him?
Shut up!
Alright, well, if anything starts hunting you, just yell, and I'll let a rope down.
I start looking around the base of the tower for a door.
You look around the base of the tower for a door, and weird. I mean, this part of this like slate of the tower is made of stone. Well, then the rest of the tower is made out of shining metal. You go around it, around it, around it. No door, nothing. Besides that window out high, there does not seem to be any connection with the outside world.
I go back to below the window. Is there any other windows in this tower, or is it just the one at the very top?
Just the one window.
Okay, I go back to my side and I'm like, Martur, there's no other doors or windows on this tower. Come on down.
I look in the mirror. My mended mirror.
You see the bard with the dog still in the room at Varys where you were.
I walk into the mirror.
You smack your head against the mirror. Not that easy.
You're the dog, aren't you?
You're pretty smart. Heard you were the smart one.
Okay, so you're a dog.
Well, so, would you like to know where this place is?
Are you a magic dog, or are you formerly a humanoid thing that was cursed into looking like a dog?
Oh, I choose to be like this. Dogs don't attract much attention besides petting.
That's an excellent point. All right. This is the city of the king before the fall, right?
This is the cursed city of Drakholm, formerly known as God's Home. It was the city of the old gods. It was formerly my home.
Oh, great. Another old person who shapeshifts into funny objects. Hagar, is that you?
No, oh, I am not a guardian, no.
Had to ask. Okay, you said looking in the mirror would get me out of this. All I see is my room, and I can't walk through the mirror.
Go closer up.
Okay, I look closer.
As you close up into the mirror, the image shifts. The image shifts to the room you're in. And behind you, you see a doorway. A doorway with 3 runes marking it above it. As you look back real fast, the doorway is there now. But there's no runes above it.
Do I recognize the runes?
It is a script you have never seen before.
So not the script that was on the Moonstone. Different script.
There was no script in the Moonstone.
Wasn't there?
Nope.
Oh, it's just the picture. Okay, you're right. Is it the same script as the script that was on the door holding in Elendil?
Again, no script, only runes.
Okay, are they similar?
They are not similar, no.
Okay. Okay, I look at the mirror again. I focus on the runes.
And they shift to Dwarvish. on it that says pride, wisdom, and devotion.
Hey, Thimble, I think there's a door up here you're supposed to go through.
Whatever, come on down.
I'm not jumping out the window.
You're a wizard, figure it out.
We saw how that went for you. I don't know Featherfall, okay? I thought about picking it up once, and I thought it was a stupid spell.
Not a very good wizard, are you?
Shush.
So Fimbo, you go around the city, or do you just stay at the window there?
I kind of stay at the window waiting to see what's going to happen with Martur.
Okay. I'm trying to help, believe it or not, says the voice. You can feel free to go down with your friend there. Most likely you survive for a bit and never wake up.
I don't necessarily think you're trying to help. I just don't trust you because of the way you went about it.
Ah, you... I lived among you thousands of years and I still do not understand you.
Well, people don't like being roped into things without permission. For instance, if you'd come in and told me you were a magic dog and you wanted to put me in a magic dream to show me something important, we might have gotten off on a better start. Or a better paw, as it were.
Well, I've seen what you've done in the past couple of weeks. Telling you to do something isn't the greatest idea.
No, ask, not tell. Ask. There's a difference. But how old are you and you haven't figured this concept out yet?
I mean, you're in it now.
Thank you. Yes, I noticed that. All right. I turn around. So there's a door with 3 runes above it?
Yes.
Can I open the door? I try and open the door.
The door opens. And on the other side you see a... what seems to be a long, dreary hallway. Stone tunnel going up. I don't know how much, but it goes up. Continues on going. You're not sure exactly how much.
I closed the door and opened it again. Is it still the same?
It is still the same.
Okay. I close the door, look at the mirror for a little while, and then open the door again. Still the same?
Exactly the same.
Okay. Thimble, I really think you should come back up.
No! Come on down! What is there to do up there, dude? There's a huge fucking city out here. There's probably all sorts of treasure.
There's a door here that has runes that change into any language you can read.
Ooh, a wizard would like that, but it's kind of boring. It's like magical runes, dude. It's a Rosetta Stone. Come on, let's go. There's treasure out here, I'm sure. Look at this. It's a whole fucking ruined city. There's a statue that must be 700 feet tall.
Yeah, the whole it's called a cursed city for a reason. Haven't you learned anything about cursed items?
They haven't hurt me yet. Let's go look.
You almost died.
That's a matter of... I almost die every time we get into a fight.
You went partially blind.
I'm okay now.
Yes, now. But remember who made you better. Remember who made you better?
Not actually, no. I was just better.
It was Bowen, and Bowen's not here right now.
Well, then I won't go blind. Come on. There's shit to do, dude. Get out of the tower. Let's go explore.
I'm gonna go. Tell you, you go explore the city, and I'll go explore the tower. Just don't die.
Fine. And I start wandering off towards something that
remember,
looks
you're at 1 HP.
Oh yeah.
I'll cast light and sit on
I forgot about that.
Like a copper piece and throw it down the tunnel. Does the tunnel? How long is the tunnel?
You throw it down. It goes on. Oh, the tunnel is maybe 80 feet to the other side. There seems to be another door.
I'll make it back to Thimble. Hey, Thimble! If you had to guess, what do you think the circumference or the diameter of this tower is from the outside?
I take a look at it.
Maybe 50 by 50. Maybe.
50 feet across.
All right. There's a tunnel on the other side of this door that's longer than that.
Magical doors, magical tunnels, magic mirrors. I mean, I'm not that surprised.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the tunnel. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm gonna go explore the city. I'll see you back here in a few hours.
So I head down the tunnel. I'll pick up my copper piece.
Okay. Good time to test the new ambience music on tabletop. And you continue on moving down the tunnel. Oh, we'll do it first, and then we'll do Thimble. You move about 80 feet, and you open the door. Getting closer to it, you see a rune on it. It says, Wisdom.
Okay.
What do you do?
Not my strong suit. I open the door.
The passage eventually opens into a large chamber. And at the edge of it, you see a sealed stone portal. On the one side of the chamber, there's a stone lamp. Before it is suspended a large hourglass-shaped device, but with one open top, two large, differently sized copper basins sit next to the hourglass. On the side of the room, a stream of cold mountain water pours through the cavernous ceiling into a shallow pool of water. You hear the voice saying, "The first is 5, the second is 3, but only a poor one opens me."
Your riddles are annoying. So there's an hourglass.
At the end of which there are two copper basins that seem to be like you could take them up. They're not attached to it. And there seems to be some kind of place where you can pour this water into the device that seems to be connected to the hourglass and the door. And actually the sealed portal.
How big are the basins?
Do you go towards them?
Yeah. Check it out.
So you check them out and... Looking at it, it seems to be that the first one would hold about maybe 5 widows of water. The other one maybe 3.
And what was the riddle?
The first is 5, the second is 3. But only a pure one opens me.
Oh, Chucky. Chucky. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Do you want to jump to Thimble as you think about this?
Yeah, you can go to Thimble. I'll be a second because it's not. The classic version of this riddle is 7. Getting 1's a little different.
I know. Okay, so Thimble.
Hey.
What's up? What are you doing?
I start looking around for something interesting. I start walking towards the giant statue.
So you start walking towards the giant statue. Nothing much seems to be. You look around and you see 7. Yes, you're sure. 7 towers that are still up besides the one you're in. But they're not the same. You do pass next to one. They seem to be around the statue. And where the statue is, where its middle is, because the feet are arched out in the city, there seems to be a large giant square. You do not see anything but desolation around you. Only the stone. There are statues, long forgotten statues, shapeless after all this time. Moving around, it's kind of cold outside, and the winds are pretty heavy in the open area. one of the towers you pass around is a tower with an actual door on it.
I want to keep going to the statue.
Okay, so you go and make it to the statue. It takes you maybe about 20 minutes to go there, maybe a bit more.
Okay.
And there was this whole huge open ground, and in the middle there was a hole in the ground, maybe 10 by 10, completely black.
In the middle of the statue?
There below the statue,
hole
like in the middle of the open area, basically below the center of the statue.
I look around I want to walk over to one of the feet of the statue.
The feet of the statue, as I said, arched away, like they're not in the middle here.
Well, then I walk towards where one of the feet are.
Okay, so you walk through the city again. Give me 1 sec. No, nothing else interrupting your journey. Did you make it to the feet of one of the statue? The foot is pretty large. You have to say the foot itself is only 40 feet. Maybe a bit more.
There's 40 feet on the foot?
Maybe a bit more.
Okay. I look for a door or some sort of entrance or something near the feet.
No door. No sort of entrance.
What is it made out of?
It seems to be complete stone. It's weird. Give me a perception check.
Where I'm trying to find. There we go. -1. 11.
11. You do actually notice something, and remember something else. You've seen this before. You've seen this kind of stone. It's looking around. All of the other stone is worn. It's worn by time, worn by winds, by water, by rain. But this is not worn whatsoever. It seems like the statue was made a couple of days ago. And you remember Felin, the former companion of the party, had the same kind of was made out of the same kind of stone, kind of like shaped very weirdly, like this is.
Okay, so it looks like this is a giant petrified person.
It looks so.
I start climbing up the leg. So it's not stone blocks, it's all one solid piece of stone.
It's all one solid piece of stone. So do you start climbing up on it?
Yeah, I try and climb up.
I mean, climbing on the foot is pretty easy. You can do that easily. You're mostly above, besides the towers and some of maybe a bit higher buildings. Everything else is just below you. Going up further would require more rolls.
I want to climb to the top of the statue.
Okay.
I know it's a long way, but if I think I can make it up, I want to try.
Let me put it like this. You would have to do me about 8 climb checks to get up to the top. Like you
If
get
I
to the
fail, I fall, right?
If you fail on the feet, you might skid around and fall down, like not completely down. If you fail on the body area here, you will fall down. If you fail on the arm, like above the arm, because the arm is sitting like this, you will most likely fall on the arm. Like somewhere like you fail on the neck or something, you fall down on the arm. So it really depends where you fail. But there are about 5 rolls that if you fail, will most likely take a lot of damage.
Okay. And what is my climbing check?
Acrobatics.
Is it acrobatics?
Or athletics, whichever you want.
That's... Okay, well, that's +10.
You still have one
I'd have
lucky
to make
reroll,
5 of those.
right?
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about this.
5
I'm
specific
trying to
ones,
figure out
but
what
you
the
have
DC
8 in
is.
total.
Do I have any idea what the DC for the climb check is?
It won't be an easy climb, you're sure of that. There's no actual footholds on the foot itself. Maybe that would be the hardest. The body seems to be made of some kind of like the former creatures had some kind of armor on him, so it would be a lot easier on the body. The neck would be the hardest part because it's clear like stone. Would be very hard just to grab on the cracks over on there, and the hair would be easiest, like very easy.
Okay, I'm not gonna climb up. That's not gonna help me. All right, I'm gonna go back and look at that hole again.
Yeah, okay. Give me a perception check.
Oh boy. 16.
You see something. You see something moving. You see a shadow. Like you're basically coming out of an alleyway, and you see like on the street where there was complete light, no shadows, there was a shadow moving. What do you do?
I look for somewhere to hide.
Okay, you are in an alley, so it could be easy. Give me a stealth check.
I check. That's, roll in chat. I roll 20. Hide check is stealth. $20.
There's a shadow passing. You're looking at it, expecting to see some kind of creature moving. And then the only thing you see is a mist. It's a small mist that seems to be centered on the whole street itself.
It's a mist monster.
It moves on.
What is the shadow in the shape of? A person? Just a blob?
The shadow is in the shape of a blob. Give me a... You have a good perception check. You look closer, and you can see the shadow in the shape of people wiggling, trying to crawl at something.
But, so it looks like a whole bunch of people crawling, and then there's just like a mist floating down the street.
Exactly.
It's a little creepy. And I don't think I can kill it with one shot.
I love Thimble's line of thinking.
Alright, I let it pass, and then I want to try and follow it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to follow it from kind of alley to alleyway. I will prioritize my safety over my ability to follow it. So I will give up chase if I cannot.
So put it like this: you have
easily.
no idea what it sees or does. You'd most likely, like 100%, be seen if the creature can or will look back if you go out in the street, because the street is going a bit up.
Well, then I don't go down the street. I go out the other side of the alleyway and down that street, and then like peer through alleyways occasionally.
You see,
because I mean, if I can see it, it can see me, and it hasn't spotted me so far. So that means it doesn't have perfect vision of everything. So I'll just like run down the other street, like poke my head down an alleyway, and then poke my head down another one, and try and see where it's going. Meanwhile, keeping my eyes all around me to make sure that no other strange mist monsters show up.
The only problem is, actually, there's no problem with following it. You do follow it and see it. You see something though happening. You hear a caw of a falcon, and later on, like as you hear this caw, the shadow starts drifting like everywhere. Like, and the idea that the shadow was moving down one street and now is streaming down that street back into it and on the other two alleyways to the side.
Okay.
So it is coming, basically whatever it's doing, some mist is coming your direction.
All right. Well, I hide. I don't want to be seen, so if it seems like it's coming in my direction at all, I just hide. Do you need another check?
Yep.
Another 20.
The creature seems to move past you, does not notice you, and at a certain point you hear the strangled caw or shriek of a falcon. What do falcons do? Shriek or do they caw?
It's more of a shriek.
Okay. It shrieks a strangled shriek.
Does the shriek seem to be coming from the mist monster?
The shriek is not coming from the mist monster, no. But you hear a shriek of a creature that's dying.
Okay. That's not coming from the mist monster either.
No, that's coming from the falcon most likely.
Okay.
And after that, a couple of minutes pass, and the mist monster goes back to its normal form and starts moving down the alley.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep stalking it and following it. If you want to switch back to Justin now.
Okay, so we'll jump back to Justin a bit. Justin, you've been thinking about this.
So I fill the 3-liter container full. I pour that into the 5-liter container. And I fill the 3-liter container full again, and I start pouring into the 5-liter container until it's full, and then it leaves 1 liter in the 3-liter container.
Okay, and what do you do with the 1 liter?
Is there someplace to put it?
There is a small, seems to be basin that is connected to the actual.
I'll put it in there. Seems fine.
You put it in there, and it starts to revolve around. And after a couple of seconds, the sealed portal opens. At the foot of it, there's a small glowing rune that seems to be pickable. Like you can pick it off the ground. You do recognize it.
A small growing what?
Rune.
Rune. Okay. I thought you said root. I was like, it's weird. What is it? I stare at the rune for a little while. Is it legible?
Not really, but most likely it seems familiar to one of the runes you saw before.
Alright. I pick it up. Somewhat hesitantly.
Okay, you pick it up. Nothing really happens. You just pick it up. It stops glowing so much.
I put it back down.
It's still the same.
Okay, well now I pick it up again.
You pick it up again.
Alright. And then another door opens.
The portal opens.
Yeah.
And
I'll go through there.
okay, you go for there, and
I'll talk to the rune. I'll be like, nice rune. Good rune.
you go through this portal. You wake up in another tunnel. You see a strangled, it's a strangled, like, there's a man, seems to be a farmer, looks most likely like a farmer, distraught face, running towards you.
Okay.
Sir, he looks like at you, sees your armor, sees your weapons, and are you a hero? Are you an adventurer?
I'm actually a dwarf, but, you know, I get called lots of things, so it's... What's wrong? Why are you upset?
There's a monster. There's a monster in the other room, and you look mighty. You look powerful. You can slay it.
Yeah, what kind of monster?
It's a monster. I know it's a monster. It needs to die.
Like a green monster? Like there's multiple legs, multiple heads?
It's just a monster.
What makes it a monster?
It's
You're
horrible.
not... You're not a real thing. You're just some sort of strange prop.
Please, sir. I can't get.
Is
out
this
of
your
here.
doing, dog? Dog? Can't you tell like a better story?
He looks weirdly at you. Like, dog?
Does the dog respond?
You hear no voice.
Yeah, I'll kill the monster.
Okay, the monster this way.
Wait,
You're mighty, you're
why are
here,
you?
you can do it.
Why are you a farmer in a tower?
Sir, the monster...
Shouldn't you be on a farm somewhere?
We'll be getting out soon. You need to kill it.
Yeah, I got that. Right. All right. Fine. I let him lead me towards this monster.
Okay, so he starts leading towards the monsters. Continue on saying about it's horrible monster. You look like a hero. You look powerful. You look mighty, sir. You can strike him down.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm about to kill this farmer.
You're at the door. You are at the door. And he says, "Through here. There's a monster in. You can kill it."
So the runes were pride, wisdom. What was the third one?
I'm not gonna answer you if you're looking for that.
I'm just thinking. I don't remember what the third one was. I want to say like courage or power, but now I know I'm thinking of the Triforce, and that's wrong. Alright. Well, I tell the farmer to open the door.
He says, "I can't. If I open the door, it's gonna kill me."
Well, no, see, it's you open you stand over here and open the door. Is it the door open in or out? I guess is the relevant question here.
Oh, in, sir.
All right, so you're gonna like turn the knob and push as you jump backwards, and then I'll charge into the room, and that way I'll have surprise.
Will you kill it?
Yeah.
He says, "Okay, I'll open the door."
I'll get my hammer out, and I'll get my staff out, and I'll be like, "Okay, I'm ready."
Okay, he goes for the door. In your mind right now, like Leo, what do you think? What are you gonna do?
I'm actually going to push him into the room as soon as he opens the door.
Okay. So, what's your intentions about the monster?
Oh, I'm actually going to kill the monster, but I'm going to push him into the room first and see what happens.
Okay. He opens the door.
I push him into the room.
Give me an advantage athletics check.
My mouse is freaking out. It's like it's not moving and then it moves. All right. So I don't think I have training athletics, so that's just +3.
You actually do push him into the room, and he stands there, like, erect.
Nothing happens to him?
Looks back at you and says with a voice deeper than he remembered, "You should have killed it."
I figured it was a trap.
And in another second, a blinding light makes the man disappear.
Okay, well now I walk into the room.
You walk into the room, and for 1 second you see a gigantic dragon made out of shadows. And in the next second, you see a celestial being with wings. Seems to be an angel or something of the sort. His brilliant light streaming from him. He says, "You were not bruised by pride. I grant you passage."
Okay. Thanks.
Never kill in prejudice, he says with a voice. Then he pops out a door behind him.
I never have. I walk through the door.
Oh, wow. I've seen many people die, and many people made it out of that test, but not like that, says the voice.
What? Well, you can't trust farmers who are complimenting you. Farmers aren't that articulate.
I've met the other hammer wielders. They were different.
That's probably true. For the record, if you want to make that test better, it should be like a serving wench or serving man, depending on the gender of whoever you're testing, gender and sexual orientation.
Not my tests. Not my tower.
Oh, well, so you just hang out in this tower even though it's not yours?
I'm not there.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just gonna go through this door now. It was nice to meet you. Hopefully, I don't ever see you again.
I feel that won't be that easy.
I don't like the impression. I get this impression that everyone knows more than I do.
Well,
It bothers the shit out of Martur on a personal level.
and let's go back to Pimble.
All right, I keep following this mist down the street.
You follow the mist down the street, and it seems like it's going towards the large open space. The mist monster eventually goes towards the hole in the ground and disappears in it. Nothing else, nothing more.
It into the hole that was between the feet.
Yes. It disappears in there.
It's a good fucking thing I didn't go down that hole. How big is the hole, did you say?
10 by 10.
Okay, I want to creep up and peer down, but I want to wait like 60 seconds after it goes down.
Okay.
Give it a minute to move somewhere else, and then I kind of want to just kind of peer one eye over the edge, just like boop.
You peer one over the edge. Give me a wisdom saving throw. You will have an advantage at this because you're peering only over one eye.
If I pass, -1. Natural 20.
You see 1,000 maybe people down there, and then the people turn to shadows, and the shadows opening their maws wide, jumping at you, trying to crawl you in the hole with them. But you manage to pull back.
Okay, that's bad. I quickly flee and or run just to the nearest cover. I just get the fuck out of there.
You get the fuck out of there. Do you look back?
Hell yeah! Once I'm well established in some form of cover, I look back.
The darkness spreads from the hole. Maybe the hole is now 30 by 30, then 50 by 50.
Okay, I run. I run back to the tower.
You run.
I run back to Martur's tower. Yeah.
Towards Martur's tower.
Yes.
Okay. In a matter of about 20 minutes, again, you're back to Martur's tower. 1 sec. Okay. What do? You're back. You see the window.
Martur! I just called for Martur.
Can I hear that? I probably can't hear that.
You cannot hear that, no. No response.
Well, hold on. I've been gone for hours. I've been searching all over the city.
That's
like,
true.
I must have been gone for many hours.
That's true. My thing would only have taken a few minutes so far.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, let's go to Marfer and finish it up and see what happens. So you scream, Marfer, and let's see, Marfer. You go through the last door, and you're in a room, and you see. What the fuck is that? There's a cell. There's a cell maybe filled with people inside. A lot of people inside. 20, 30. And another cell. There's a
Wait, there's 20 or 30 people in one cell, or there's 20 or 30 cells, each with one person?
No, 20 or 30 people in one cell. It's like
Okay.
one big cell. And in the other, there's just one man. Robed man. You are behind some kind of glass, and you definitely up above. And there's a
So it's
small.
like a viewing gallery for
It's
prisoners.
kind of like a viewing gallery. Yes. There's a stone platform in front of you. To the other side, to the left and to the right, in front of where the cages are, there's a lever. And inside, in front of you, like directly in front of you, in front of the stone pedestal, there is a round ball. It seems to be marked with blood stains.
So there's a lever, a round ball marked with bloodstains.
2 levers in front of each of the.
Okay.
You hear a voice saying, "The man to the left can most likely answer all your questions about this place. The people to the right are just people caught in his schemes. They may be only souls alive, only souls, I may say, not real people, trapped in this place. Maybe the only souls not underneath the power of Shalar Magar, the rolling mist."
Okay.
You need blood of one or the other, or blood itself, to get out of the tower. This is the last test, and then I will tell you where you are, and what you can do here, and why I have brought you here. It's not only to test you, but to show you knowledge that you need.
Why is it that all of the old civilizations have an obsession with blood magic?
It was the first one. First magic created. The first one to be brought.
Do we have to? I mean, historically, I understand that, but do we have to keep rehashing it over and over and over again? Haven't we established that it's not a great thing to have around?
Anything taken to the extreme is bad. Necromancy taken to the extreme is bad. And you should know that better than anybody else, Martha Korad.
Okay, that might be a fair point. All right. Well, I cut my own hand open with a dagger and put it on the bloodstained orb.
Okay, you put it on the bloodstained orb. Good. Your blood will never sing again. And you put your hand on the orb, and
this is awkward.
You feel like something is sucked out of you, and your hands are trembling, but you cannot take it out of the orb. The cages both disappear, and there's a doorway in front of you. At your feet, 2 runes similar to the ones you saw before, and you have one glowing hot in your pocket. And mechanically, by the way, you have lost your blood power.
Okay, I figured. So wait, I have what in my pocket?
You have the rune that you took out before, and there's the pride and the devotion rune down below.
Alright. Well, I'll pick those up, and I guess I'll head on my way.
You open the door, and you hear a scream. Martha! Coming from maybe about 30 feet from you, around the corner.
I walk around the corner.
You see Thimble saying, Martha!
Thimble!
Oh my god! Lower the rope! Lower the rope! Lower the rope!
Thimble, over here.
Oh, you're... oh, Martha! We gotta go inside the tower!
Turns out there were stairs.
There was no door. We gotta go inside the tower. We can't be here. We gotta go inside. We gotta run.
I think we're gonna wake up soon.
What? Did you solve the
Actually.
problems?
Yeah, the dog said if I solve the puzzles,
The
I'd wake
proposal
up.
from Die Hard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was
One
a
of
good
them was.
movie. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was like the exact puzzle from Die Hard 3.
I've never seen any Die Hard.
You should go
Honest to
watch Die
God.
Hard 3.
Honest
It's
to
a
God.
classic riddle puzzle. No, in Die Hard they needed to add it up to 7, but you can
No, they did 4. They needed 4 gallons.
Is it 4? It's a very old riddle. You can do 1, 7, and 4 are both like all potential answers, and they get progressively more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just knew the one when I used it before, but I actually have no idea where it was from.
That's fine. That's all right. I steal shit from other people all the time.
I know. I was like through the only people that kind of actually know where you've taken the stuff from original Solum.
It's an old riddle. I know.
I've read all the Dragonlance books, and I know a lot of the references in there.
Yeah, I pretty frequently just steal things from other authors.
The first place
Anyway,
I know
okay,
from historically is from the Russian Olympiads from the 80s, but I'm pretty sure they got it from someplace else.
You say your originality depends on the obscurity of your sources.
There you go.
Okay, Martur. So we're gonna wake up. Let's just wake up inside the tower and not let the giant shadow full of people eat us.
Oh, did you find a mist monster? Someone told me about a mist monster.
Yeah, and a giant shadow, and the mist monster has like a bunch of people inside of it screaming and trying to get out, and it's coming this way. And it tried
Weird.
to suck me in.
All right, dog. Can we make up now? I solved your rather stupid puzzles.
The mirror. You can go through it now. I'll just tell you one thing, and this is the only help you will see from me more than showing you this place. This says I have already done too much. As I've said before, so your friend here should know, this is the old city, the first destroyed city. God's home.
Did you think this was helpful?
Trust me. Listen to me to the end this time.
Because you took away a really useful power, and you put me through some stupid puzzles, and it just wasted a bunch of time. Never mind. You finish.
Fimbo?
You finish.
Have you seen the 7 towers?
Yeah, I saw those fucking 7 towers. Now let's go inside.
All of those towers hold trials and guardians, but at the end of it, each and every one of those towers will point you to one of the old gods and where they are.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about those gods. I want to go back to Valis.
You will, in time.
Martur,
Wait. Do we have
You
to come to the
seriously have
city
to
in
go
real
complete 7
life
trials?
to do the tower trials, or can we just keep coming back in a dream?
In your dreams, you can always come back to this place from now
Oh, well,
on.
that's actually somewhat useful.
I know.
Can Bowen come with us?
Anybody you have physical contact with will be able to join your Marfer.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I admit that was actually useful, even though you're a dog.
I think proper introduction is, my name is actually Oresian, and this is a fact that I have hidden from the other hammer wielders, as they were not the 5th ones. But
Wait,
you
so
should know.
what's the bard's name?
His name is Adrian.
You guys just switch names?
I mean, it seemed kind of right.
That's not very original.
After thousands of years, originality is not really one of your concerns.
Also, isn't that sort of terribly
guys,
unanonymous?
can we just have this conversation inside with Miss Monster can't get us?
All right. Can we
Thank
just
you.
walk back to the top of the tower? Or do we have to climb up to that window?
There seems to be a stairway going up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just go up the stairs.
You close the
Yay.
door, and the voice says, I am Oresian, and I am the only old god who remain alive. And
I mean, the others are
before you
alive.
ask-
They're just corrupted, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
technically.
they're dead. Yes, all
Are they, like,
themselves are dead. They're-
Can I think of them as undead?
Yes, undead is a good way. They still retain some of their former essence, but
Are they actually undead? Could I control them with a spell that allowed me to control
no,
undead?
not actually. The concept of it. And before you ask why,
That would have been helpful.
I am the god of parties and drink and so on. And the place you're in is the birthplace of the god of war. The Age of Tranquility didn't have a god of war. There was no war to be a god of. And when chaos struck, war was created. And Asmodean, the old god of war, was created by chaos. The only old god that is more powerful than the rest. The one whose power is beneath the biggest and largest Moonstone prison. And I was...
I understand. The ancients were dumb.
Okay, so I kind of missed a bunch of stuff, Martyr. This guy is the god of... This dog is the god of drinking?
Yeah, he's the dog of lapping water from a bowl.
Okay, and if we solve the puzzles in the 7 towers, it points us to our gods?
Yes, we don't know where the corrupted 7 gods are now that we accidentally released them because we freed Elendil. But apparently we can come to any of these towers in our dreams, and each tower, once solved, will point us towards the current location of a god. Which is actually useful because we had no way of finding them before. We were just sort of playing defense and, cleaning up things when the enemy had already fucked them up, like in Valis. Now we can play offense.
Okay.
Well,
so let's have this discussion. I really wish you would have fucking said this instead of just making us fall asleep and transporting us here against our will. Seriously, if you had come and said, "Hey, I'm an old god. I'm going to help you by taking you to this place," that would have been very, nice of you.
Really, if you'd come and been a talking dog, we probably would have listened.
Yeah.
To be honest,
you're kind of an asshole.
To be honest, I am partly drunk.
Okay, that makes sense.
Whatever. Just don't expect me to worship you. You're a shitty god.
Oh, nobody has worshipped me in thousands of years.
Aren't they kind of all shitty gods, though? I've been thinking about it. Has any god ever really done anything really good for anyone ever? They all kind of get corrupted and fucked up, and they screw everything up. And because they're so powerful, when they get fucked up, it makes everything really fucked up.
I whisper into Martua's ear, "We should become gods."
Well, I was more thinking that we should maybe kill all the gods and make it so they can't come back.
Ooh, I like that. That sounds like a nice plan.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go through this mirror.
It dovetails nicely into my research about how to permanently kill devils as well. So.
Well, I think I'll make my way. If you want to contact me again, I'll see you in this place. Think of it when you sleep, before you sleep, and you wake up here. Just remember, you will still be sleeping in your real life. This won't affect anything in the real life. But if you do die here, you will be in a coma in the real life.
So if we lose HP in this world, are we still at full HP when we wake up?
You will not take any wounds and from here to there, but if you die here, you will fall in a coma.
Okay, so we have to keep track of... So, okay. And we come back here, do we still hurt, or are we back at full health?
You'll be back at the current state you entered.
Okay.
In real life, so...
Yeah, interesting. Okay. So it's like a one-way valve. Okay. Alright. I'm climb up the stairs. As soon as I see the mirror, I'll try and walk through the mirror again.
Okay. You walk through the mirror and you're back in the you are back in your room, and there's heavy pounding on your door.
Is the dog there?
The dog is not there. The bard is not there.
Enter!
The guard pops his head open. Sir? You've been here quite a long time. Where's the bard?
See, the dog was actually backwards.
Thank you, guards. Don't worry about it. You're dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am. Fucking ma'am.
Ma'am.
Shitty ass humans.
Okay. He kind of closes the door.
You get it? The dog was backwards because he was actually a god.
It's
Yes, you got it.
not funny. He's a shitty god.
He's a shitty god, but it's still a little funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shall we go to our break?
I want to
Yes,
polymorph
and
all
before
the
that,
dogs. I
just
want to polymorph all the dogs in the world into gods, and all the gods in the world into dogs.
You get that. You get an inspiration point for that. But, I'm giving
Seriously?
an inspiration. Yes,
That's my first inspiration.
Nice.
Yep, that was. I was actually very weirded out that nobody in chat got it until now. Okay, so that's about it for second hour.
All right. We will see you guys in a few minutes then.